I used to think I needed to spend hundreds of dollars on a fancy greenhouse just to start seeds early, protect tender plants, and extend my growing season. But when I put together what I now call my poor man's greenhouse using only materials I already had lying around, everything changed. To my surprise, it didn't just work, it worked like magic. My seedlings thrived, growing faster and stronger than ever before. My transplants were healthier, and I managed to stretch my growing season by several weeks, all without spending a single coin. So, what exactly is a poor man's greenhouse? Simply put, it's a DIY cold frame or mini greenhouse made from recycled or repurposed materials like old windows, clear plastic bottles, food containers, or even plastic wrap stretched over a frame of wire or wood. You don't need to be a builder or spend a lot of time or money. Whether you're using an old crate, some leftover plastic, or discarded glass panes, the idea is the same: trap heat and moisture while still letting sunlight in. This creates a warm, humid microclimate, ideal for germinating seeds or hardening off tender young plants. Here's how I built mine. I started with a sturdy wooden crate that had been sitting around collecting dust. I filled the bottom with a blend of compost and garden soil. For the top, I repurposed an old glass shower door. You could use whatever clear covering you have. Plastic wrap, a clear bin lid, or an old window will all do the trick. The key is transparency and insulation. When the sun shines, it heats up the air and soil inside, and the moisture stays trapped. On cold mornings, I'd open the lid and feel warm air waft out. It was often 10 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit warmer inside than the surrounding air. If you don't have the exact materials I used, don't worry. There are several other equally effective and free greenhouse hacks you can try. One is the plastic bottle dome method. Just cut the bottom off a large soda bottle and place it over an individual seedling. It becomes a personal cloche, shielding the plant from cold, wind, and pests. Another is the upside-down plastic storage bin trick. Just place it over a tray of seedlings, and voila, a waterproof, heat-retaining greenhouse. And if you have coat hangers or wire, you can bend them into arches and cover them with clear plastic to create a mini hoop house or tunnel. These ideas may seem simple, but they work. I've had great success with all of these, and honestly, the benefits are immediate. One year I started tomato seeds a full month earlier than usual using my homemade cold frame. They germinated quicker, were stronger and more compact, and by the time transplanting season arrived, they were already weeks ahead of schedule. I've also used this method to grow lettuce and spinach through winter, while others were still waiting for their gardens to thaw out. There's another bonus: pest control. With the cover in place, aphids, beetles, and even birds have a much harder time reaching your young plants. Just be sure to ventilate on warm days. Crack the lid or lift the cover to let in fresh air and prevent overheating, because, moisture can build up quickly inside a closed space. To make your poor man's greenhouse even more effective, try adding a few dark-colored stones inside. These absorb heat during the day and release it slowly at night, helping regulate temperature. Raise the back slightly so rain runs off the top, and if you're using plastic, weigh it down with clips or bricks to keep it from blowing away. Since humidity builds up, you'll probably need to water less often, but definitely keep an eye on soil moisture levels just in case. Whether you're gardening on a balcony or in a big backyard, this zero-cost greenhouse method gives you a serious advantage. It's honestly one of the smartest and easiest upgrades I've made in my garden. So if you want to grow more, spend less, and take control of your growing season, build your own poor man's greenhouse. You'll be amazed at what a few old materials and a little creativity can do.